Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 87 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play series. I'm playing with Thaumcrafty stuff. That's right. The reason I'm playing with Thaumcrafty stuff is I had a little bit of trouble taking down that boss last episode, and I'd like to try again using some upgraded things from Thaumcraft. So the first thing I want to get my hands on is some runic shielding. This stuff is going to be pretty cool and useful for us, so let's get started. I'm going to need 3 scribing tools. So I just need a glass vial, feather, and ink sac. That should be easy. I think I could do it like this. Let's get one more of these. I think I can use these, can't I? Used to be able to. And feathers and ink sacs. So I'm just getting a couple of things I need to start infusing some runic stuff. So we'll do this, this, and that. Cool. Scribing tools. And then what else did I need? I needed some amber, which I've got, some nitor, which I've got, some enchanted fabric, and some primal charms, which I've got all of those. So I think we should be in pretty good shape. So I just need some enchanted fabric now. So that's wool and string. Do I have any handy? Probably not. Well, wool shouldn't be a problem for us. And string while we're at it. You know what? I'll grab 2 more pieces of wool. That way I'll make an even 8, and I just have extras for later if I ever need it. Nice. So let's get started. I just need to now put a mundane ring in the center. So that's 3 string and a gold. Or, well, that's for the amulet. And 4 nuggets for the ring. That should be easy. And then the amulet, I just need some string. Isn't that what it was? String, string, string. Oh, full gold. Cool. All right, let's give it a shot. So we're going to get the mundane ring in the center here. And around it, let's also jump downstairs real quick and make sure our computer's working with everything. Nice. So we've got all the things we need up there. So we've got our mundane ring, and for the ring of runic shielding, what we're going to need is 1 scribing tool, 1 amber, 1 nitor, and 1 enchanted fabric. 1 scribing tool, 1 nitor, 1 amber, and 1 enchanted fabric. Didn't I also need... Right, and the primal charm, of course. Cool. Those I made ahead of time. Try and balance this as best we can, but we're ready for problems if they happen to come up. Alright, now we just need our wand. That'll do. Here goes nothing. So the computer should automatically, or no, it won't automatically keep it populated, but we'll go click the button in a moment here after it infuses all the magic and we get ourselves a runic shield. Nice. Everything's looking good so far. A little bit of instability on these, but they're not too bad. One of these days I'll get some instability protection around my altar to help mitigate that when we start getting to some of the really advanced Thaumcraft stuff that's going to require that kind of thing. Oh, what got zapped? Did something get zapped? Nope, we're good. Sweet. So I've got a fancy ring. Ta-da! That's going to, and you can see it kind of covering up some of the hearts down there, give me a little bit of runic protection. Nice. That is awesome. Runic shield +5. I like it. Alright, I'm going to make another one of these right now. Because I'm thinking I'm going to want 2 rings. I can probably just take off my ring of magnetization when I'm fighting the dude. So we're going to need another nitor, another one of these, another one of these. And we'll do this one and Nitor. Oh, I did an extra one of these. Boy, Dire is derping today. I needed... Oh. I missed scribing tools? Derp. There we go. And while that's cooking, I can come down here. The monitor should be showing us what's low. I'm just going to hit the refill all button. That should take care of everything we needed to do. Nice. Ethereal Essence, a la Potentia. And some Percantio as well. Very cool. And these guys are doing their thing. Good job, guys. Alright, we'll come back in a minute. I'm going to also infuse the Mundane Amulet, and then we'll have 3 bits of shielding to help us with our boss battle that we're about to reattempt. Alright, cleaned up my inventory. This thing's almost done. Nice. Very cool. So I should be able to equip these guys, and that'll give me even more runic shielding, which should very much help out in the fight against the Gaia Guardian 2.0. Let's get... Oh, you know what I needed to do was get... I needed to kill the Gaia Guardian again, the normal one. So I'm going to need some Terra Steel. I'm going to do that off camera. So I'm going to get 4 Terra Steel. So we're going to need iron, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to need diamonds. And I'm going to go kill the regular Gaia Guardian, the easier one, real quick. And then we'll come back and check out that epic boss battle again. And hopefully this time I don't die. 1, 2, 3. Be right back. Okay, Gaia boss Guardian is dead. Got a bunch of junk as usual, because there's a bunch of things that, you know, show up in the middle of that fight. But I'm going to put it all away right now. These things can all go away. That looks cool. Alright, so let's get ourselves a Gaia Spirit. This thing with these guys. Nice. I'm actually going to snag 2 of these. Might as well, since I've got the spirits for it. And we should be cool. Nice. So we still got some little minor bugged amount of stuff. I don't think that actually counts as regeneration and stuff. I think it's just a visual bug. But I'm going to go fight this the Guardian again. So let's take a look at Gaia Guardian 2.0, second try, this time using some runic shielding. Hopefully it helps. And if not, then I'm going to come up with a better plan. Let's go, Guardian. I got you this time. So the runic shielding probably won't last too long, but also helping me, of course, is all the extra hearts I got. And I have some extra potions this time, too. Some instant heal potions, the Flask of Mending I've got down there, or somewhere. There it is. So just in case. What I wouldn't mind getting is a faster running speed, just because running around in here is tough as it is. There is an upgraded belt I can get from Britannia that should help. He has actually willed me down to a decently low amount of health. Throw some regen on. The Wither's got nothing on this fight. Also, the Wither's pretty easy to automate. Like this guy, not so much. Alright. A little bit of a break in the action. Nice. Trying to avoid those little things flying at me. There we go. Okay, got him this time, guys. He goes crazy, though, at the end. This last stage, like, after he's done the thing, like, he is just teleporting everywhere. Whoa. Come on. The worst thing is the wither effect makes it even harder to figure out like how much health I've got left. I don't want to take a break to eat, but I know my hunger is low. I think just a couple more hits and he'll be dead. Of course, by a couple hits, I mean, 10 minutes worth of footage, because it takes forever to get him. I may have a serious problem here. It's just constant onslaught of attacking. Did I get him? Oh, come on. Nice! That is what's up. Dude. Look at that. I've got a heart and a half left. Holy cow. That is a tough fight. Whoa. We did it. Next time, bring more instant health potions. That's what I learned from that battle. Alright, there's probably a couple other things I could do to help out. Whew. But we got him. I didn't leave anything behind, right? Nice. Alright, let's go dump our stuff into our AE system and come up with what we've got left. So I can put away these things. My elf glass flasks. Ooh, I got some mana diamonds out of that. And I got 16 Gaia spirits instead of 8, so that's nice. I have another Gaia spirit. And you also get one of the wills. There's 6 of these. And you can do some pretty cool stuff. You can attach them to your Terra armor. A Terra steel helmet to be exact. And there's a bunch of them that do different things. So we got one of those. And you also get a dice of fate. This is the thing I was after. There are 6 very powerful items from Britannia, and you get them by rolling the dice. So just right-clicking on the dice of fate will randomly give you one of the items, and if you already have one of the items that it randomly gives you, you get nothing. So currently I have no items, so I'm going to roll the dice. Ta-da! Ooh, it transforms into the Holy Sword of Excalibur. Nice. That is cool. That is a good sword, actually. I'm going to take that outside and find some enemies to kill. Of course, there are none because it is daytime. But that's okay. We're going to make it nighttime and then go find some enemies to kill. This is actually a really nice sword. And it might actually make fighting the Gaia Guardian that much easier going forward. This is probably one of the better things to get as the first dice roll. Watch this. Ha ha ha. It homes in on enemies with its projectile that it shoots. Very cool. So I don't know if I want this sword in my, as my main weapon all the time. It is pretty good, plus 10 attack damage. I mean, this sword has 18, but it doesn't shoot a projectile that does a bunch of damage and homes in on enemies. Like, I don't even have to aim, just like click and projectile, boom. Nice. So not a terrible weapon by far. The other thing I was considering, let's do this real quick too. Do I have any nether stars handy? No? Okay. Let's pop outside. I want to go get another star real quick, and I want to attach it to my sword so that I can get an upgraded. So if you attach another star to a Tinker's Construct weapon, you can get another modifier on it. So I want to get some more attack damage on my sword as well, my regular sword. Nice. Oh, weather. Alright, so we'll come back in a minute here, guys, or you know what, I'll just do it now real quick. I'm just going to attach another star here. I think you can only do this once, but notice how it gives you modifiers remaining 1. Nice. So I can throw a little bit more damage on that thing. I'll get some quartz. If I have any. Oh, good, I do. So look what I just discovered, guys. I can put sharpness 5 on my Holy Sword of Excalibur. That's kind of cool. I like the sound of that. I want to kind of test it and see if it actually does more, if the projectile does more damage as well, but heck, 16 attack damage? I'll take that. I'm going to go fight the Gaia Guardian actually one more time, I think. Yeah, nuts to sleeping. I don't have any potions though. Yeah, I should probably get those. Alright, we'll come back in a moment. Potions actually take a moment to craft, though. What do we got going on down here? We've just got a regular mana spreader. Let's get... I want to get a Gaia mana spreader. And we'll get one of these. Actually, 2 of these. Goes into here. And 1 petal. It really doesn't matter what color, actually, so I'll get that one. Oh, it's a dragonstone, that's right. This will just speed up the brewing system, because the time it takes for brews and for the runic altar is dependent on how fast the mana's coming in. So by doing it this way, we just get it to craft faster, is basically what you get. Cool. Gaia mana spreader. So you'll notice here, so for example, I'll demonstrate, right? So let's get a brew or a vial of, let's get our vigor potion back. So that is glowstone, blaze powder, and netherwort. Glowstone, blaze powder, and netherwort. Cool. So you'll notice that if we take a look with our wand here, look at how long it's taken to go. Kind of slow, right? So we're going to go replace that mana spreader down there. So we'll put this guy down, we'll put this on him, and we'll bind him up to here. And look how much faster it's going to go now. Much faster. Nice. In fact, even if we had another mana spreader down there, it would go even faster, but I think we're pretty good. So I'm going to make a couple more of these, and we will be right back. Alright guys, just to note that this thing definitely helps against this boss. Very much so, as a matter of fact. I don't know that the projectiles home in on him, I'm not positive of that, but they definitely, if you aim at him, they'll hit him. So definitely helpful. Alright, we'll come back after he's dead, because you guys have seen this fight a couple times now. Nice! What is up? Boss battle, once again, completed. I'm just leaving that junk there. I don't need it. Alright, so let's see what we get from our Dice of Fate this time. I'm going to... And I didn't even use my potions that time. Ooh, I got a Black Lotus. Nice. Ooh, I've got the Ring of Thor. Nice. That upgrades the Terra Shatterer, I believe, which I don't have and haven't made yet, really. But it's a pretty nice device, to be sure. And we got another will. That's nice. And we got some Gaia spirits. Cool. So I might fight him a couple more times off camera, just because I wouldn't mind getting a couple more of the very powerful items that you can get from Britannia. But we'll kind of take a break from fighting bosses, and we will move on to something else. How am I? Doing all right on quartz. Doing all right on glowstone. Not great, but doing all right. Let me consider the possibility that I might want to get... What else are we low on? Certus? Yeah, we're low on Certus. Man, we are always low on Certus quartz. Like, always. Let's hit the mining button. But I think I'm going to come up with a way to get more resources in a different approach. So one of the cool things is that you can actually see the energy use spiking whenever the mining drills are running. So you can see right now power has been applied. Now it has probably in the process of moving forward. Yep. So see how the energy drops, and then it spikes back up again when those mining drills turn on. So they're using around 10,000 RF per tick to operate those miners. Very cool. And now, of course, because we dropped below our energy point, so I'm thinking what I wouldn't mind doing is taking a look at MFR's mining system. So if we take a look at mining lasers, I believe they're called, you've got the laser drill and the laser drill pre-chargers. Pre-chargers, by the way, use 5,000 RF per tick, which is a ridiculous amount. And you're going to actually need 4 of them. So overall, we're going to be using about 20,000 RF per tick when we are doing this kind of thing. They are going to be a little bit tricky to craft. The main thing that we need to get our hands on is some pink slime. So we're going to definitely need to get ourselves some pink slime. Yeah. So let's see. These guys are crafted like so. So you smelt a pink slime block to get a pink slime crystal. And pink slime blocks are made from 9 pink slime balls. And pink slime balls are a little tricky to get. I will show you guys how this works. Alright guys, so the first thing you need to do to get some pink slime is make yourself a slaughterhouse. This is very much like the grinder, but it's more focused around getting food versus getting like item drops from mobs and stuff. So it's meant to be used with like a farming setup. Now let's see, we should have in here, that's our blaze spawner. Didn't I have a safari net that had a cow in it at some point? I could have sworn I did. It's alright. I can go get another one. Come here, cow. Where you at? I guess picking up a mushroom wouldn't hurt. Ha 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 ha. Alright, heading back to the base. Alright guys, so let's take a look at setting this up. I'm going to retrofit the existing room that we've got here. So let's try and put this way. That ought to do. Okay, so the slaughterhouse will face here. He's already got energy because wireless energy and such, but that's cool. We'll do this, and then we're also going to want a couple tanks, I think. What do we have by way of tanks? We've got the fluid tank, and we've got some open blocks tanks. I wouldn't mind some portable tanks. Let's go craft those real quick as well. And what I'm thinking here, I will show you in a minute. So tanks. I would actually maybe want the ender-based fluid ducts. That might actually be a really good idea. 1, 2, and then we're going to upgrade these to hardened portable tanks. If I don't have the Invar, I can make it. Maybe not 120, but 30 should be plenty. Let's take a look at what we might want to do. Pressurized fluid conduits. The ender fluid conduits don't look too terrible. Just fused quartz and... I'll get this thing cooking, and then we'll get some fused quartz, which I believe is just quartz, in the alloy smeltery. Just want to make sure this is alloys only mode, and you go. Cool. Okay, that'll probably be the better pipe to use. You guys remember from early in the series I showed you that multiple liquids can flow through that pipe, and we're going to actually be getting multiple liquids from our slaughterhouse. I also threw a lever on here to prevent the grinder from killing any of the cows that we're about to get. So let's put this guy here, here, And then we'll have the tanks here and here. Does that sound cool? So let's just let this thing run for a minute. So the grinder should be cruising. This thing was about to spawn blazes, which we didn't want. We wanted to spawn cows. So let's see what happens. There we go. And then you should kill the cows. Nice. And if we look in here, we'll see that there's, let's see, meat and meat. That's not what I want. We should be getting some pink slime from this at some point. You know what I could do is... we'll set this guy to auto extract, always active. Cool. Alright, pink slime yet? Anybody? No, we're still getting meat. Let's actually disable this for a minute. We will take the liquid filter. We'll call him disabled. You should be auto extract, always active. And we'll see if we're actually getting any pink slime from these guys. We should be, I would think. Where did a creeper come from? That's not cool. That is actually really weird. I would not have expected a creeper to show up. Alright, let me come back here in a minute then, and we will fix this flooring and figure out what's going on with this pink slime stuff. Alright guys, tidied up the ground a little bit, and we're going to check out if normal cows manage to do what we need them to do. So, make slime please. There we go, pink slime. Awesome. And pink slime. Cool, that's what I wanted to see. Much better. So let's let this run for a minute. I could probably put my Tyrion back. Cool. I might leave that in there. Just, maybe I'll set up some fancy lever system to turn it on and off so I can decide which one runs. But we'll see. For now... we've got about 106 millibuckets of pink slime. Not terrible. I'm going to come back in a minute when we have more. Alright guys, so almost 9 buckets of meat later, we've got our first bucket of pink slime. So let's grab a bucket here. And scoop it up. We can close this door up. You know what, let's put our Tyrion back in. And go place this pink slime somewhere in the world. And wait. So I just went to craft a safari net while I heard what sounds like a pink slime. Yes! Come here, you. You're coming with me. You're going to want to capture these guys. Absolutely 100%. And you're going to want... for now, like I said, we'll do this way. Turn this on, turn this off. And then we're going to put the pink slime in here and allow him to spawn. So we're actually going to need quite a few pink slimes, but the spawners should start kicking them up, and we get them. Nice. And then they're going to try to escape on me. That's okay. Come here, you. We'll get pink slimes, and we're going to use them for crafting. However, we are unfortunately going to have to wait until next episode to get to crafting with these. So we'll probably come back next episode and take a look at the lasers from MFR, and I'm going to use those to get myself more glowstone and quartz. I might set up, however, a quarry in the nether still. I'm considering how I want to do that. Because the problem is glowstone's always like way up high, and most quarries don't mine above their level. So if I were to set up a quarry, it would have to be in a position where it would, you know, that's awesome. I want that hat. Come here. Ah, too late. Oh well. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking is we would have to do some things. So we'll come back next episode. We'll take a look maybe at getting that quarry in the nether that I'm talking about. And then if we do that, we can use the MFR pre-chargers and lasers to get ourselves more Certus quartz. Because, like, I don't know what the deal is, but it seems to me like we are constantly low on Certus quartz. Also, is this thing still running? Like, did he finish? Because I didn't really get all that much Certus. I guess he did. All right, let's run a 40 more cycles because we need more Certus. We are always low on this stuff. So the lasers from MFR might help with our Certus reserves as well. All right, guys, for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. Take it easy.